Hello and welcome, this is Cheryl. Thank you so much for joining me today. In this video, I'm going to share some holiday card making with international sentiments. I'm going to be using the French holiday sentiments, but they are also available in both Italian and German if those are international sentiments that are preferred for you. I'm also going to be using it with the 3 Magi set. And I am going to start with the sentiments here. So I have Joyeux Noël die cut. I have it die cut out of some matte ruby treasured cardstock. I'm using a bunch of different metallic cardstocks for this because I thought for this particular die set, it gives it a little bit of a richer look, and you'll see what I mean when I start assembling them. I'm taking all of those little teeny tiny bits out of the inside of the die, and I'm using my tool-in-one to do it. It comes in really handy. And then when it comes to assembling this set, because it does have a shadow behind it, I have that die cut out of white cardstock. You could do it out of whatever color you want. I do find reverse tweezers are very, very helpful here because it helps you to place them without having your fingers in the way, and you also don't get glue all over your hands. Those tweezers protect you from the glue all over your hands. I did this on white cardstock, but like I said, you could do it on other colors of cardstock, and I am doing an ink blended background here. You could also go and do an ink blended shadow for this if you wanted it to blend with that background. In this set, there's a little die that has 2 rectangles in it, and it covers these 2 marks. My high school, or my French education ended in high school, so I don't remember what those are called, but it's really handy to be able to just add a little piece of cardstock behind it. It's already die cut into the shadow, rather than having 2 little teeny tiny dot die cuts and having to put them on a shadow and add them to your card. So I love the fact that they are so easy to use like that. So with my sentiment here already done, ready to go, I'm going to set that off to the side. I really love the metallic cardstock on the white. It just gives it a really beautiful, rich look to it, and it's going to coordinate beautifully with my die cuts. So I have 2 of the wise men already assembled. I'm doing all 3 in different colors. The 2 that I have assembled were done with ruby treasured cardstock in the matte finish, the same as my sentiment. And then I paired that with some poppy cardstock. So we have a contrast between the metallic and the plain cardstock. The other one was done with rose gold treasured cardstock in the matte finish. And that one was paired with some Bellini cardstock. So it's a kind of a light peach color. And I really love the contrast of the cape or the cloak with that metallic, and then something that's a little bit lighter, but the finish of regular cardstock. So the one I'm assembling here, I'm using the Aquamarine treasure cardstock in the matte finish, and then I'm using some Seaside Cardstock for the other pieces. For the beards for all 3 of these wise men, I have them die cut out of some velvet cardstock in a nice dark brown. It just gives it a different finish. It gives it a rich look and a softness. Comes in a bunch of different browns. I have an assortment of a bunch of different colors, so you can pick and choose which works best for what you're doing. Often I will put this onto some scrap cardstock before die cutting it. For these, I just die cut them as is and use the adhesive to glue them onto the faces and onto the bodies. It works that way. I just prefer to have this sturdiness of the cardstock behind it, but I wanted to show it in a video where I don't put that cardstock behind it, but I really love the look of them, using them for the beards on these guys. For the crowns, for the 2 wise men that I have already done, I used some mirror gold cardstock from the gold treasured cardstock pack. And then for this guy here, he has kind of a little turban on, and that's also done with the Aquamarine matte finish treasured cardstock pack. But I did use that mirror gold for the little feathers on the front of his hat. They're each holding something. They are die cut out of different colors. One is gold, one is that ruby, and one is the aquamarine. I will be changing those when it comes to the card assembly, and I'll talk about that closer to that because it just made sense at the time. So you can always leave those off if you want and not assemble them. For this card, I'm using the poppy cardstock as my mat, and I'm trimming that to 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And then for my background, I'm going to do an ink blended background on hammer mill cardstock, and that is trimmed to 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. I'm using 3 distress inks here. The first one was Tumbled Glass. The second one is Broken China. And the third one is Uncharted Mariner. And I'm using large ink blending brushes for them because they work really, really well for doing backgrounds. If you prefer, you could use a solid colored cardstock for the background, but I do think ink blending just adds some depth and dimension to it. As you can see, while I'm blending it, I'm kind of doing a little bit of an arc. I want the bottom part behind the wise men to be lighter, and then the middle part to be kind of a medium shade. The dark shade is going over the top and the sides just to kind of frame it all in. To add just a little sparkle to the background, I'm using some sparkle splatter accents. This has a silver shimmer to it. This is kind of like a nail polish bottle with like a nail polish brush. You want to make sure to shake it up really, really well and make sure all the shimmer is dispersed within the liquid. And then when I take it out, I do take some of that excess liquid off of the brush so that I have smaller splatters and can control them a little bit better. If it's new to you, I would try it on a scrap piece of cardstock first just to get a feel for it. It does dry fairly quickly, and I used it right on my sticky mat there that I had done my ink blending on, and it comes off really, really easily when you clean it off. So while my splatters are drying, I can put my mat onto my card base here. I have a white A2 card base. I'm just gluing everything together with Barely Art glue. I have it in a fine line bottle so that it works perfectly for all of those teeny tiny little die cuts in my sentiment, as well as assembling my card. So I let my background dry for just a little bit, and now I'm ready to start adding the wise men to the background here. So I originally was going to put them spread out on the bottom of the card, but I've already done a card where I've done a video, I believe it was in July, where I did them like that. So I thought I would do it just a little bit different, and I decided to kind of cluster them in the bottom left corner, and then I'm going to have a gold star in the top right corner. So I just thought I would make a little bit of a different design for this card. You can always check out that one. I'll link it to at the end of this video if you want to see that one. It's in a different video. So this is why I chose to change what they were holding, because I decided to put the one with the red outfit in the background, and then the one with the rose gold outfit, they were holding something that was, or they were holding the bottle that was red. So I didn't want red on red. So I opted to switch them around, and because it was just the bottom glued to the hand, it worked really, really easily to switch that up. But again, what I would do in hindsight is leave those off the hands and wait till the end to glue them on. So this die from this die set die cuts 3 stars all at once. I have those die cut out of the gold mirror cardstock. I opted to just use 1 here. You could put the other 2 down, but when I put them down, it just looked a little bit cluttered, and I wanted the background to be a little bit cleaner. So I glued that down, letting that dry, and then I added my sentiment to the bottom. You could also put the sentiment on the inside of the card if you want, but I thought the gowns or the robes on the wise men weren't too important, that I could easily cover them up. So this is the card at this point, and I do think it looks great, but I wanted to step it up just a tiny little bit with just a little bit more texture. There is texture with the splatter on the background and with the metallic cardstocks, but I'm going to put a little bit of Stardust Stickles on the star. You're still going to be able to see the gold mirror cardstock through there, but it's going to add a little bit of a glitter to it. You could use glitter cardstock instead if you wanted, but actually for this card I prefer this look. To me, glitter cardstock is a little bit too flashy for this. Then on the wise men's gift, I'm putting just glossy accents on there. Again, you're still going to be able to see the metallic cardstock underneath. This is going to add some gloss and some rounded dimension to it. So when you first put that glossy accents on, it's kind of a milky finish, and then when it dries nice and transparent. It just adds some gloss and dimension, and it really lets those gifts twinkle in the light. It really catches the light when you twist the card. But we've got a lot of texture on here with those metallic cardstocks and with those other finishes, and it really finishes it off really nicely. And I love that we have some international sentiments to include in our cards for those that have family members or friends that would really appreciate cards with either French sentiments, Italian, or German holiday sentiments. And it's great that we have those options. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate the time that you spend with me. I hope you have a fantastic day.